Hello, this is comrade-Sirius and welcome to episode 54. And this is Brandywine City and it has a little bit of problem. A lot of people that are quite unhappy. The reason is there wasn't any food here. And yes, if you remember, I just assigned, few trucks that have been going to Harlingen. And they have been buying stuff from there. Well, you can see we are almost permanently on zero money. And things get quite interesting, because if you look where this truck is, he is now loading at those customs. Only now. Why? The answer is simple. I had some money, and I allowed them to import steel to this area. And yep, they are quite effective at it, and the steel is fucking, expensive, that's the word. So, luckily, I have this small distribution office, which I didn't intend it to use for such thing, but it goes to this warehouse and now supplies whenever there's less than 20%. For electronics, we do have electronics here, so I will switch these trucks. Or, to be fair, I may switch them completely. Switch them out. Because we do not need them. They were here for other tasks. As you can see, for clothing, there is clothing here. And these two guys can definitely take over it. So now let's add them to, well, maybe even the IMAX, so they can, export more. But we do not need them. We do not need them at all. So is there yeah, there is a depot. So you can just go to the depot. About meat, we have a meat storage, I think. This is covered truck. Well, it's the only one. It's the only vehicle for now, so we can leave it as it is. But that's definitely something we will address later. As it seems out, we are not sorting out bio-waste anymore. So plastic waste? Why is it plastic waste here? Oh, that's a lot of it. You can sort it out. Well, we don't need a metal scrap, but plastic would be nice. Where will they take it? That's the other question. Because these are small. They are going to these transfers, which is alright. I'll just name it waste there, so it's, much smaller. And once we read it, this is the small incinerator in. Citizens' happiness is too low. Yeah, that will stay such way for some time, because they need to chew through all of those people that were not able to, get their food in time. It will get over time, but well, now they are not. Well, where are we going to take bio-waste? Bio-waste is set up correctly, I hope. What I would definitely like to add everywhere is to notify when it will be overflowing, because that means something like this. That means we have a problem. And it looks like we have. Ooh. Yeah, now they will be even more unhappy. Do these guys... What was this flat? Do they not have a... They have a garbage stand. They are not just... Metal scrap plastic waste. Why? Why are we having plastic waste and bio waste? Where is it coming from? I do not remember people making such waste. And we're no longer at 0 money. Yeah, it's only temporary. You know what the biggest drawback of all of this is? Is that we do not have any tourists. That's the biggest problem. Like, we cannot import any tourists. There's almost nobody here. Means we are not getting any money, and that the whole thing is getting worse. So we need to keep it flowing, because otherwise we are just losing time. It's not that we are in a bad situation or something like that, but it's just stupid. Yeah, tunneling in both phases, which is great. I shut these two guys down for a moment, but now they are again at work, as you can see. I will add this small bit, because that's definitely something I want them to work on. This bridge is stopped, which is alright, and this bridge is stopped as well, because we do not need it. Right, now, this one should eventually just disappear. Though mechanical components, ouch, yeah, it will hurt. Do we have some exports? Well, we do not. Go home, I do not need you now. I need them to be able to export, and I need more tourists. I need to send him like this, or I might have used this button. By the way, we have these buttons, change order, which is basically changing also priorities in what they do things. Just, you can simply drag and go on. I won't do it because I'm kind of used to how it works. Also, you can see there are a lot of covered hulls. I emptied this farm via depot and a distribution office, and they are trucking all of those crops to our alcohol factory, which results in more exports. That's cool, that's what I like, that's what I want. The biggest news is not that there are tractors already, but it's this runway. Why is it here? That was a thought process of mine. I have no idea what I will do with this side. But railway production line, I just put next to it, next to this guy. It has rails. I basically decided that the turnaround rail will be only needed as single rail. Well, in worst case, I can definitely add a second bridge if needed. But they are connected in, I think, a really nice way. I have already signaled it up, so maybe this is the way you can see it better. I also added a pumping station for trains, the big one this time. This is what used to be here, so railroad distribution office and railroad depot. And then I thought, well, we should need, and we may need, a scrapyard for railroad vehicles as well. And I was like, where to put it? Because there's no way. And I was like, okay, we have a bus stop here that will go for the railroad distribution, the railroad construction, and obviously firefighters as well. That's what I have here. And then like, okay, once we have this, we can scrap vehicles at this area as well. They will be able to come through and go over, and this is just a simple siding. And I'm a maybe a stupid guy, but yes, this part is wooden track, this part is concrete track. Why? Because you need to have concrete switches on both directions. At least, you know, I'm working as someone who designed railroad, so that's why I have things like these, and I'm trying to have them real-like looking. That is the only thing. Well, you don't need to like it and praise me for it. This is just the way I want it to be. I also would probably need to place some road over this part as well. No, I have no idea if and how it is needed. But the thing that will definitely play a role is that here is a fire station, and it will need to have road access to all of this. What? And it might be over this road. I basically added 2 covered warehouses down here. I have no idea if I want them to be built, at least not now. But if I decide to do, if I decide for it, they are ready. Now this is looking quite okay. Okay, so just do it. They are ready anyway. Although this can be asphalted. So this was the design process, and once I have a scrapping facility, you can attach to such scrapping facility a heliport. 1 or 3 times, doesn't matter. If you don't know how, here on the back side there are green dots, and they mark a place where you can site. If you do so, the building should go green, like this, and then you can basically add it and place it. Then it is attached to the building, even though it doesn't look so on the first glance. And I was like, okay, once I have it, and there's a huge space behind, which I've been terraforming using runways. You may have seen me doing so, because it's a pretty simple thing. Like you press a runway and it will just go, ooh, and it's basically a really wide road, which I absolutely like. Ooh, Harlingen is missing food. Not great. But they can buy food. It's not a problem. Yeah. They just have been running low. But as you can see, it went down a lot, so that's great. So when I have this opportunity, I may as well place heliports there, because sooner or later I would like to manufacture helicopters and have them built somewhere and worked with. So I need to scrap them as well, obviously. And I was like, when I'm attaching these, can I also attach a heliport? Because plane parking, the biggest one, I don't care. Because we can export some things via plane. I have no idea, I've not been using plane for exports at all, but we have tons and tons of aluminum, as you can see. So we might as well use it. We might as well use it for manufacturing, you know, cranes and planes. And as there's a lot of oil, which we cannot obviously export, we are using planes, but maybe containers, uranium, or even some other things like maybe, I don't know, clothing. We can do. By the way, clothing is definitely an industry for the next 5-year plan. Because if we look at maybe even last year imports, clothing is fucking expensive. That's a lot of money. Food we'll get, fuel we won't, steel we won't, electronics obviously not, and mechanical components as well. But we will be working towards fuel, but we'll definitely want to start making our own clothes. We won't be able to export it at first, but that's definitely something we want. We want to cut those expenses. I can close that factory down if I need, then I don't care. But using our own services are using our own fabric. Will be using our own fabric. It will probably require more crops. Okay, you can go to that storage, and you all can just go back home. Let's do it. Why they are not moving? Because there are 2 guys sitting here in front. This is a nice screenshot. By the way, we'll probably soon have some distribution, office and technical services, both of which will require some cargo and some steel. We can allow them to buy steel for a moment. Hope I won't regret it, because we don't have too much money. Oh, there is 127 tons of steel. Wow. What was this thing? IMX Brandywine, okay. Oh, those were the mechanical components. And yes, IMX Brandywine are all ready. You can see these 2 trucks. Yeah, that's definitely something we do not want to repeat too much. So stop it. Those 2 will load and unload load their steel and unload it in our place. But the rest of those trucks will not. So can we look at our sowing season? Are they already growing pretty well? They definitely like. Harlingen is missing food again. Quite interesting, because they haven't been saying so lately too much. Do they? They have 2 trucks. Not too much. Where are they going with covered trucks? Not here. Vehicle repair station, that's close. Central ramps, they are going only with those huge trucks to Brandywine. And RCO. They are definitely capable of working with a lot of stuff. Okay, guys, move on. Transport those fuel, because we need to unload. We need to unload that alcohol, because once the alcohol is unloaded, it will help us. This is the reason why big customs can have, can be quite good, or basically if you don't run out of money, it's probably much easier. Also, I'm looking at Dan, a Czech YouTuber that decided to try this challenge on this map as well, and he had much better deal with hazardous waste from the Farnenden part, from the Farnenden side, than from our side, than from the closest to the city. And I'm thinking about that I definitely want to try our luck as well. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The question is, can I terraform in this area? I cannot. Well, for now, we have a lot of wood, right? We have boards. Lots and lots of boards. Yeah, 200 tons. That's a lot. So let's try it. There's no reason not to. I will just go the shortest way and the easiest way. Build wooden bridge. I don't care about speed. I care about the option. I need an excavator, yeah. I will not have one. I don't care. Yes. Exactly. For one. Go for it. And yeah, once it will be done, I will send workers there. The idea behind it is that it doesn't cost too much. It's just a little bit of concrete, gravel, and 250 tons of board. It costs nothing. And I just want to try how those customs look like. I probably will not need this bridge at all for other purposes, but if there will be a really good option, a really good job, I may just place a big bridge towards there. Congrats to Illyria, who tunneled a massive pipe throughout these mountains. I'm probably not doing it. I have my good coal mine in Coal Mountain here. And yes, I'm totally aware of I'm not accomplishing anything with this road, which I definitely should at least start doing so. So, well, this is the way for this is for me to repent. Guys, please take the fuel in this area. I even may leave the fuel there after some time. What I will need there though is this big excavator. Can I load it on the truck? And can I load? No, I cannot. I cannot load it this way. No, they cannot carry both of these. Therefore, just unload it. 1, 2. You guys will go here. I do not need many of them. Just two are enough. And they will be okay. Yeah, our asphalt phases are doing great. So I will just add these roads to it as well. Firefighters will definitely have have better road. So this is area for, you know, building trains. The problem will be money, a bit. And I will need to connect it somehow over this main line. And now I will need to connect this railroad distribution office as well. Which, incidentally, I might probably do a bridge. To not go over, to not create a level overpass. On the other hand, we have one here as well, and I'm not replacing it with overpass. No, well, we have one. This area, so I might close this one in the end, if you need it. So maybe we can roleplay a bit. That's why are you watching, right? This is just a roleplay, basically. So which bridge we want? Like this first bridge, 57 meters. Red one or this one? This one is better. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't work like this. Okay. But you can do it with road, F4, 1, 2, 3. And then you can basically place the bridge. As you can see, those pillars are not in a way in a place where the construction suggests, so maybe the red one is better. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this looks much better. So that's what we'll do. It even uses bricks, which is nice. So this is the base of the bridge. Now we can take the helping road down and yeah, prefab bridge, because that's why we have prefabs. That's why we have prefabs ready. Oh, I will try something. I will try to make a nice way down. 1 down, 2 down, and then connect. No, it's not working as a connect, but with F4, not F3, with F4 I can definitely do it in one go. I have no idea if it's good or bad in terms of looks, but hey, it is something. Yeah, I can take it down this way. Oh yes, here will be a bridge. On the other hand, I have no idea what I want in this area at all. And I simply might, for the sake of simplicity, take this road near the cement plant, then to cross its rail yard. Yeah, something like this. We definitely need to construct this one. Okay, you can go for it, guys. Yeah. Or maybe I should not be lazy. And yeah, cut it here and then use shift. I think this will be better, right? If I will ask them to asphalt the whole thing up, they won't, because here is a small piece. But once the piece is gone, they can. So that's what they do. And yes, Technical services are done. That's a good thing, I suppose. Well, first one. Let's copy. Let's copy the source. And we can now copy even these winter priorities, but I'll just do it. You know, as asphalt has the highest priority, and that's all. Can we buy some snow plows? One is better, but I don't think I need 2 good snow plows anyway. So this is first one, and I really wanted to add one here as well. Because, yeah. We have no construction waste at all. We have some mixed waste, but this is not too much. There has been a problem up here, if I remember. Yeah, there is a big problem up here. So, yeah. One more container truck is definitely something we can use. Because why not? Yeah, and this is the bus that comes here. We can maybe, well, you know, you can do as much alcohol as you want. Because the harvest is already coming. Closer. Maybe switch on steel for a while, so someone can at least load it onto their truck. Onto their way. Yeah. For example, this one, and what is this one? Harden the South construction. Why are they coming here? That's definitely a bug, because there's no way. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's hardened and not Brandywine. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, 4-2, guys, let's build it. It's yours. We have absolutely zero problem with ash. Which I like. We have a lot of wood. And even more boards. Why I'm not exporting boards? Am I stupid or what? Because they definitely should export boards. And yes, it looks like that food and clothing are for the next 5-year plan. And yes, I'll just place it this way. If I want, I will be able to place airplane production line in this area in the end. Though I have no idea how to connect something like an, oh, it would fit right up here. That's a good idea. That's a good information. So this is the way I would need to put it after all. Which might or might not be a good idea for now. I'll let it be. And if I would decide for it, I would just go for it. This runway is 800 meters, so it's quite long. If I need, I can make it longer to 1000 meters, so I could produce basically every plane I can. And if I will want to go for planes, like a lot for planes, I can work with all this space. Alternatively, which is probably more, more probable to do, is that I will simply build another big farm in this whole area and use it not only for food, but maybe even for the clothing, because there's not much space for clothing industry. On the other hand, I made a little bit of area for the Brandywine City as in here, so yeah, there's a lot of options for farms and other stuff. We'll see. I have no idea how it will go. In the end, I'd like to ask all of you who are watching, so if both of you can write it in the comment, please let me know. I am now doing usually 30-35 minutes episode, never above 40 never above 40 minutes. Is it okay for you this way? Or would it be acceptable when it comes out once every 2 days? Would it be acceptable for you for them to be in longer? Because my main series is usually about an hour. But I have no idea if I can make a content for an hour in this challenge. So that is up to you. That is up to you to tell me, and I might get an inspiration afterwards from it. I don't know if it is a good rate and good duration, and you probably will. So please tell me. And yes, that's everything from for now. I'm just trying to get this thing to work, which is not great at all. Please just connect this thing together and try again. Yeah. This was what I intended, by the way. No. Connect. I like this. I can even make a shortcut it on 8. Yeah. That was the only free place, by the way. So. No. 9. 9 is connecting tool. Okay. One always learns. But we are having a lot of money, so next time we might build something. I have also, lots of these vehicles. I got 2 pavers. Someone is definitely lost. Poor guy. Just delivered the truck and oh, that was not great. Why didn't it went out the other way? Well, who knows? I'm definitely not. Well, just write it down in the comments if you like to see longer episodes, if there is a reason for it. Obviously, some special long ones. Because I know it can be quite challenging to find time to watch an hour-long video, and more importantly, to fill it with some content. But I'd like to know if you like what you see. Obviously, leave a like and maybe subscribe. There's over 100 people here. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for everyone who is watching, who is commenting. Good luck with your series and your life as well. Bye bye.